welcome back to the channel. I'm Sue.
I'm Chelsea.
And we have another reaction video for you today. But before we get started, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on that post notification button so you never miss a video. Right, Chelsea?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you'd like to play at home, we're going to play some Name That Tune. If you haven't seen the thumbnail, or you just want to watch Chelsea, that's okay too. Or bring in the family and say, hey, come on, let's all try to see if we can guess this. All right, you ready?
Join me. Join me.
Join
okay.
me.
Done.
Close your eyes, I'll bring it up.
Done.
And we will get it underway. Here we go. So I let that go right into the actual song because
and it still didn't help me at all.
It's a very slow kind of.
Did anyone get that? I didn't get that.
That was a tough one, I have to say. I think I made that one a bit tough.
Huh.
But this is a great song by NEILYOUNG, Like a Hurricane, and I think this is one that I think we're going to enjoy. So let's get right to it.
Yeah, please.
In a crowded, easy bar, dancing on the light from star to star, far across the moonbeam. I know that's who you are. I saw your brown eyes turning once goodbye. You are like a hurricane. There's calm in your eyes, and I'm getting blown away somewhere safer where the feeling stays. I wanna love you, but I'm getting blown away. I'm just a dreamer, but you are just a dream. And you could have been anyone to me. Before that moment you touched my lips, that perfect feeling when time just slips away between us and the foggy trip. You are like a hurricane. There's calm in your eyes, and I'm getting blown away somewhere safer where the feelings stay. I wanna love you, but I'm getting blown away.
Is it kind of weird to think that an electric guitar can kind of make you go into a trance? Because I was finding that electric guitar part there, the solo is, I mean, it's going on for quite a while, but it's it was kind of almost putting me almost to sleep in a trance kind of like state.
Well, but I think it's because it's kind of simulating what space looks like.
Oh,
right.
okay.
So
yeah.
to me, honestly,
That's a feeling
I'm like,
of it.
yeah, it's a feeling. It's like, okay, because there's so much going on up there, and a guitar, and especially an electric guitar, bass guitar, is kind of simulates that feeling for me. It's just so psychedelic, and so there's so many colors, and there's so much going on up there.
I love that. Psychedelic and the colors in the song itself.
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
it is
Yeah.
that the guitar was kind of riffing off colors. I think that's
and it continues to do so.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I've seen Neil Young in concert a couple of times, and he likes this song, so he plays it often.
Really?
And this
When's that
guitar
song you saw
solo
him?
can go for quite some time. I actually saw him the last time I saw him. He was with Crazy Horse again, and this may have been maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and it was actually in Kitchener, Ontario, of all places.
Wow.
Just a little place, but it was packed.
Wow.
Their auditorium was just packed.
Yeah.
The time before that, I saw them in Toronto, and you know, he works with Crazy Horse still sometimes. But sometimes he's just on his own with his regular band. But yeah, classic Canadiana. This song, Neil Young, good Canadian singer. So he's kind of a poet, I think. You know, I love that. You know, where you're saying I'm just a dreamer and you're just a dream. I mean, some of the words that he uses. I mean, we've talked about Jim Morrison being a poet, but really Neil Young is a poet as well. I mean, some of the stuff that he writes is it's
it's from the heart.
It's from the heart,
yeah.
And it's pretty deep, right? So anyway, I'm enjoying this, and I'm enjoying the extended guitar solo too. So let's get back to it.
long guitar solo.
That is a really long guitar
With
solo.
no lyrics to end the song.
It's an unusual
I actually
way,
love
isn't
it.
Yeah, it's really quite cool. I think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably at about the maybe 3.5, 4 minute mark, that first guitar solo started.
Yes.
And then that went on for a
Yes.
couple of minutes, and then they had one more verse, and then it went back to that guitar solo. But sometimes I find guitar solos too much, and it's like, okay, it's nice, it's good, but sometimes they go on for too long. But that was very
Not
long,
so much
and
in the end of this
loved
one. Yeah,
that.
me too.
Loved it, and I loved.
Yeah.
You're right. To
Yeah.
exit the song.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah. So to exit that song that way, I thought that was quite brilliant, and that's like a masterpiece, really. I mean, if you think about
It really
that.
is. Yeah.
That song, apparently at one point he was it was faster. I guess they originally wanted the song faster and a little bit more
Up tempo.
up tempo, yeah. And then I guess they just sort of stumbled
I
upon
can't
this and went,
imagine
yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah.
the way it's supposed to be. And I think that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
And you're pairing that kind of, like you said, psychedelic guitar, but it's kind of calm at the same time with those lyrics, and I think that's fantastic.
Exactly. Yeah.
So-
in the end, it was very calming.
It really
That
was.
guitar
Like
solo
I
was
could
very
fall
calming.
asleep to that song, which
Yeah.
is funny. You don't usually say that about classic rock songs.
Pretty much was. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
My
Me
eyes were
too.
getting heavy.
I'd be like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
This is but I wasn't getting tired of it because that song is over 8 minutes long.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I was saying, oh God, get over with it.
But there's
But
it's funny, 8 minutes long, but there's probably about 4 minutes of instrumental.
yes,
Not a lot of vocal.
no, and I think in today's music we don't do that a lot.
No.
And I think some people almost get to the point. But I mean that was the point of the song.
Yeah.
I mean that was
Yeah.
fantastic.
That's
So
what they wanted you to feel.
when he actually wrote this song, this is my fun fact for the day. Sue's fun fact is he actually had some kind of procedure on his throat, and so he actually was resting his throat and couldn't sing. So when he was writing it, he actually had to whistle a lot of the parts, and that's how he was practicing and trying to perform the song. And
Interesting.
apparently, he said that he had written a number of songs when he couldn't sing. And I'm not too sure why. And if anybody knows the reason for that, put it down in the comments. I mean, I think that's kind of interesting.
He wrote a number of songs when he couldn't
when he
sing.
wasn't able to sing.
So he was hearing it in his head and somehow got it down on paper.
Yeah, and then in this song in particular, he would whistle it.
Interesting.
So, yeah. So I mean,
Wow.
maybe it was
Kudos to
because
him.
he wasn't doing anything else and couldn't sing, so therefore couldn't perform. So maybe it gave him more downtime
It was his outlet.
to write.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
if anybody knows that, put it down in the comments. So
Yeah, it's very cool.
anyway, I think
Very
that
cool.
wraps it up for the day. So thanks everybody.
Good night,
And,
everybody.
join us again next time. Okay. Bye bye.